Hi everyone, welcome to The Explorer.
I'm Miss Jane. I'm Puan Pang. Today we will look at grammar. We will revise all these 7 tenses today. Simple present tense, simple past tense, present continuous tense, future tense, past continuous tense, present perfect tense, and also past perfect tense.
Please take out your grammar book 1. Are you ready with your grammar book 1? Now I want you to write the verb leave. Leave for work into your grammar book 1. The verb leave. Leave means 离开. Okay, when you say leave for work, it means 去上班, 离开去上班的意思. Okay, so write the verb leave for work. Write and read at the same time. Today, I will revise with you all the tenses that you have learned so far. Okay, so for number 1, you can leave a line. Number 1, when we talk about habitual action or a fact, 时常发生或者一个事实, then the verb leave will be leave, leaves, without the s and with the s. Okay, leave, leaves. Okay, here right now. Leave a line followed by past action. 已经发生. Okay, so when you talk about past action, then you will have to use the past tense. 过去了的, so 已经发生了的. So what is the past tense for the word leave? Left. Okay, so write number 2, left. That's the past tense and you need to copy, right? The verb left and then write in bracket past action. You can write the Chinese wordings as well. Number 3, when you talk about action happening now, 现在正在发生, then don't forget your is am are go with the verb in ing form. So is am are leaving. Is am are leaving. That's number 3. Number 4, future tenses. Future action. Okay, 将要发生的. For example, 明天, right, or next year, 明年. So all these are future actions and we can use is am are leaving. B will shall leave. C will be leaving. And D is am are going to leave. So these are all future actions. Okay, so future actions use future tense. So these are some of the future tenses. Alright, so you can write now 4A, 4B, 4C, and 4D. Number 5 can be used for action going on at a certain time in the past, or 2 past actions happening at the same time, or 1 action going on when suddenly another happened. 刚才正在. Okay, usually we talk about 刚才正在, 两个动词一起发生, 还是一个正在发生, 突然间另外一个发生的时候, we use past continuous tense. So past continuous tense, was were, go with ing form. So was were leaving. Number 6 and number 7 is present perfect and past perfect tense where we use the word 已经. So 已经离开去做工的, so has, have left, that's present. And if it is the past perfect, then it's had, 已经离开去做工, had left. Right, so these are the 7 different types of tenses that we have learned so far. Now I want you to copy it into your grammar 1 exercise book. Let's move on. Take a look at how the verb leave for work can be used in different sentences. Now you write the title first, Making Sentences. Making sentences. Write into your exercise book. Okay, a new page. Look at sentence number 1. Now listen to me first before you copy this sentence into your exercise book. My father leaves for work at 8 a.m. every day. So what is the meaning of this sentence? Leaves for work means 去上班 ，okay, 就是离开去上班的意思。Alright, so subject, my father, verb, leaves with S. Why? Because singular subject uses singular verb, so with S, okay, for work. What time? At 8 a.m. every day. Present tense showing habitual action. Okay, what I want you to do is you copy sentence number 1. Okay, don't copy the Chinese wordings, so just copy the English sentence. My father leaves for work at 8 a.m. every day. Okay, once you are finished, then take a look at number 2, sentence number 3, number 4. Right, so what I want you to do is you're going to write these 3 sentences, number 2, 3, and 4, in English, and you need to change the verb. Okay, so please take a look at the verb. If you're talking about number 2, you're talking about yesterday. So please change your verb. Now. Now is M-R-I-N-G, now. So please remember to change your verb. And tomorrow. Okay, so if you have forgotten, take a look at what you have copied earlier. You write it out on your own. Now, take out your level 4 grammar workbook. Grammar workbook level 4, you need to turn to page 23. Look at page 23. Page 23, exercise 24. You are asked to fill in the blanks with only one verb, drive. Okay, the verb drive. So if you take a look at number 1, it is simple present tense, drive or drives. Right, so read on your own. Number 1, A, habitual action. My father drive or drives to work every morning. So there's present tense showing habitual action. Your verb, the answer is drives. Okay, so write your verb drives with S. Then the second sentence, they put the bag in the car and drive off. So they drive, plural subject, use a plural verb. Drive off, 就是驾车走了。And the next sentence, my 12-year-old brother can drive a car. So no S for this answer because of the verb can, based on verb. Okay, so you can circle the verb can, right? And the answer is the verb base form. Okay, so drive. Alright, so that's for answers to question number 1. So the rest of the questions, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Now I want you to write it out on your own. So don't forget, number 2 is past tense, number 3 is present continuous tense, action happening now, and number 4 is future, 将要发生的. So if you have forgotten, please take a look at your grammar 1 exercise book. Alright, now I want you to check the answers. Please use your red pen, a blue pen, or a pencil. Okay, mark your answers as I read to you the answers. You can also read together with me. The first one, answers be given. My father drives. They put the bag in the car and drive without the S because of they, plural subject. And next one after can, base form, can drive. Number 2, past tense, past action because of the word just now. So her daughter drove her. The next sentence, did they drive here just now? Did. Okay, ask the question with did. Circle the word did, base form, drive. Number 3, A, action happening now. He is driving. So don't forget your is, driving to Kuala Lumpur now. B, future. My father is driving to Penang this Sunday. Alright, so for number 4, it will be the same as 3B. My father is driving to Penang this Sunday. B, my father will drive to Penang this Sunday. And C, my father will be driving to Penang this Sunday. And the last one, my father is going to drive to Penang this Sunday. Okay, so that's the answers for question number 1 to number 4, exercise 24. Please mark your answers. For today's lesson, we are going to revise the past continuous tense. Okay, that's number 5. Past continuous tense uses was, were with ing form. Okay, so take a look at the table given. I was making, she was having, you were baking, they were building. So if you have forgotten when to use was or were, please remember to take a look at this table. Okay, so was, were, ing form is used to show a action going on at a certain time in the past. 刚才正在发生. Okay, so I always talk about 刚才正在，就是强调那时候 ，okay， 就是已经发生了，那时候他强调那时候正在发生。You don't have to copy this part, okay? So no need to copy. Just listen to me afterwards. You do some questions, yeah. So when you talk about action going on at a certain time in the past, 就是刚才发生、刚才正在发生的事情。For example, if you take a look at these two sentences, right, you will be able to understand better. Okay. So look at number 1. I was washing my school shoes just now. See, I was washing my school shoes just now. 就是刚才正在洗我的学校的鞋子。刚才正在。So I subject verb was and then verb ing form. Don't forget was washing. Okay. The second one, they were building sandcastles on the beach all this morning. See, so they were building. So they subject verb were building sandcastles where on the beach all this morning. 就是今天整个早上 Okay, 今天整个早上都正在沙滩建沙堡 Okay, so that's why you use a was were ing to show action going on at a certain time in the past. 所以已经发生了，但是他强调那时候正在。Alright, so that's for 5A, 第一种的 Okay, so you don't have to copy, but just take a look at the sentences again and we will do an exercise in your workbook. Right, take a look at your workbook, page 24. Okay, find your workbook, page 24. Are you ready? Exercise 25 asks you to rewrite the sentences using the past continuous tense to show an action going on in the past. See, so question number 1 to number 8. Alright, you need to change it from past tense to past continuous tense. Okay, let's take a look at number 1. I read a storybook yesterday. See, I read a storybook yesterday. Past tense of read is read. 就昨天我读一本故事书。So now you need to change this sentence to I was a verb. I was. Okay, so I was reading a storybook all yesterday morning. Okay, means 昨天整个早上我都正在读故事书。Okay, so the meaning is, the first one is past tense, the second one is the past continuous tense. 强调昨天整个早上正在做什么。Okay, so please do the rest, right? Set questions on your own. Number 2, my friends and I waited for the bus just now. Okay, so 现在你换的是刚才正在等那个 bus. Can you please write on your own? Now from number 2 to number 8. Okay. You can check the answers now. Okay, question number 1, please mark on your own. I was reading. Alright, number 2, my friends and I were waiting. So why use were? Because my friends and I, so 多过 okay, 多过一个人的是 were waiting. Number 3, my uncle was playing. Okay, don't forget your was verb with ing form. Number 4, I was listening to the news on the radio last night. Number 5, the gardener was cutting. 员工那个园丁昨天下午正在剪草。Okay, so was cutting. Number 6, I was having. Having. Spelling, I was having. Number 7, it was raining heavily last week. 上个星期那时候正在。Okay. And number 8, the maid was clearing the room. Was clearing 正在整理那个房间。Okay, 今天早上正在整个早上都正在整理房间。Okay, so that's for number 8. Alright, so check your answers, mark. Past continuous tense can also be used to show two past actions happening at the same time. 就是两个事情同时正在一起发生的。Let's take a look at example. Number 1. While Max was doing his homework, his sisters were playing with their toys. See, so if you take a look at this sentence, there are two actions here. One, homework, do his homework. Another one is play with toys. Okay, so 两个同时，它两个事情一起发生。他正在做功课的时候，他的妹妹就正在玩玩具。Okay, so your answer should be written this way. While Max was doing his homework, his sisters were playing with their toys. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. The girls were sweeping the floor, while the boys were hanging the streamers. Streamers 就是彩带。See, so two actions happening at the same time. The first one, the girls were sweeping the floor. 他正在扫地的时候，当他们正在扫地，那些男孩子就正在叼那些彩带。Okay, so two actions happening at the same time. Now, please note the word while 可以写在前面，或者写在中间的，看到吗？ See, so the first one, while Max was doing his homework, a comma. So if you put while in the middle, then you don't need a comma. Okay, so that's for 5B. Look at your workbook, page 25. Exercise 26. You're asked to rewrite the sentences using the past continuous tense to show two past actions happening at the same time. And you can use words like when, while, or as. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. The boys were singing, the girls were dancing. So there are two actions here. 两个动词，对啊，所以做成一个句子的话 then you can use the word while or as. Okay, so let's see. You use the word while. So while the boys were singing, comma, the girls were dancing. See, so two actions happening at the same time. You can use while at the beginning of the sentence, or you can put while in the middle. So if you put while in the middle, then you will say the boys were singing while the girls were dancing. 两个都可以, so up to you to write. Okay, so you're going to do number 3, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 on your own. Number 6, now you have to listen. Number 6, yeah. Sentence number 6 is the same as sentence number 4. Okay, so please just delete, okay, number 6 and write below. I have given you a new one. Okay, so please write below number 6. Okay, a new one. Mei-ling was brushing her teeth. Her mother was preparing breakfast. Okay, so you write the answer on your own. Time to mark your answers now. Please take out your red pen or your blue pen. Okay, number 1 answers be given. Number 2, if you have written while in front, it is also correct. Okay, my father was reading the newspaper while my mother was cooking in the kitchen. So you can put while in the middle or in front. Okay, then number 3, mark on your own. Number 4, okay, you find that I use the word while all the time. So if you want to use the word as, okay, no problem. As Mei Ling was frying a fish, her mother was baking a cake. Okay, so try number 5. Look at number 5, the answer. And the last one. Okay, so remember the last question, I have already changed to Mei Ling was brushing her teeth. Okay, so please check. Make sure you have got it right. Let's move on to 5C. Past continuous tense can also be used to show one past action going on when suddenly something happened. So one past action going on means 一个事情正在发生. Okay, that's where you use was were ing form. And when suddenly something happened, 就突然另外一个发生的时候，你就要用 past tense. Okay, so let's take a look at example. Number 1. While I was doing my homework, the postman came. So what is the action? What was the action going on? I was doing my homework. Okay, so 正在做功课。突然间 what happened? Suddenly something happened. 突然间 what happened? The postman came. So came is the past tense verb. Okay. The second one, number 2, I saw a cockroach when I was opening the cupboard. See, I was opening the cupboard as the action going on. 正在开除，突然间，另外一件事发生的就是看到蟑螂。Okay, so please check. So which is the action going on? 正在就是正在发生先 number 1 哦，第一个，然后突然间发生的就是那个 number 2的，就是 I saw a cockroach. Okay, so you don't have to copy this into your exercise book. Just wait for the exercise in your workbook. Okay. Look at workbook page 26 and 27. Now there are 13 sentences for you to write. Sentences using the past continuous tense to show one past action going on when suddenly something happened. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1 first. I was busy cooking in the kitchen. The telephone rang. So the action going on was cooking. 突然间发生的是 past tense rang. Okay, so use while. Okay, let's use while. So while always followed by was were ing form. So remember, while 前过后呢就是有 was were ing. So while I was busy cooking in the kitchen, comma, the telephone rang. Okay, so comma, the small letter T. Okay, so I repeat the answer. While I was busy cooking in the kitchen, comma, the telephone rang. 就是当我正在 okay 很忙的在 kitchen cooking 正在突然间 telephone rang. See, so that's sentence number 1. Can we try number 2? We met John. We were walking along the road. See, so action going on 正在 walking were walking along the road 突然间就遇到谁 John. See, so you want to use the word while. So 如果用 while 的话，记得吗？我跟你讲 while 的前面的就是 was were ing 的 Okay, so the while must be put in the middle, right? So we met John while we were walking along the road. Right? So your answer, we met John while we were walking along the road. So we met John while in the middle. Because was while 过后就是 were walking. So write your answer. Okay, one more for you. Number 3. They were having dinner. The lights went out. So were having dinner 正在吃晚餐 The lights went out means 停电 Okay, 那个没有灯的意思 Okay, so subject they were having. So it's a verb 正在，那时候正在。So 当他们正在吃晚餐，突然间发生的。So your while put after was were ing while they were having dinner, comma, the lights went out. Okay, so that's for the first three questions answers. You are going to write the rest of the answers on your own, number 5 until number 13. Okay, so please be more careful for question number 7 onwards. 第7题 ，OK， 以上我就没有跟你讲哪一个是正在，哪一个突然间发生了，所以你要自己想一下。OK， like say number 7， 看一下 number 7来。Run down the stairs and then fall down. Run down 就是跑下楼梯 ，OK， 然后 fall down 就是跌倒，是哪一个正在跑下楼梯，突然间跌倒的呀？所以突然间发生的那个叫 past tense 哦。So what is the past tense of fall? If you do not know, then you check. Past tense of fall is fell. Okay, so 那个 run 呢就要 was were ing, was were running. Yes or no? Okay, so please think and write. So 你可以讲你自己的话的 while I was running down the stairs, comma, I fell down. Okay, so do the rest, number 8 to number 13 on your own. Alright, now you're going to check the answers on your own, page 26 and 27. I still do not give you answers to question number 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay, but I have written number 1 and number 2 for you to check. Okay, look at number 11. Alright, 1 is to say action going on. 就想它正在发生的先，然后那一个 to 的就是 past tense. Okay, so take a look at number 13. 就是正在爬过篱笆，突然间他的鞋子掉 his shoes, past tense of fall, fell. Okay, so the number 2 that must be past tense. You have to use past tense for number 2. Okay, the same goes with number 12. 正在睡觉，突然间有人贼闯进屋子啊。Okay, then number 13, which is the action going on. Number 1. Okay, I give you number 1 is walk home, 就是 was were walking. So 记得 number 1 的就要用 was were ing, then number 2 的就要用 past tense. Okay, you try and do it on your own. And the same goes with number 13. 正在玩，突然间那只狗咬它。Okay, so do on your own, check answers number 1 to number 9, and then you check number 11 to 13. You have written the correct verb. Okay, you ing, was were ing 跟那个 past tense. Homework to be sent today is just read and record. Okay, 不要拍照给我，什么都不要，我只是要听 sentence number 1 to 13. Okay, read for me this way. So you read number 1. While I was busy cooking in the kitchen, the telephone rang. Number 2. We met John while we were walking along the road. Okay, so you keep reading until number 13. Okay, so that's all. Remember, just read and record. I do not want you to send me any photos. Alright, so that's all for today.
That's all for today's lesson. Thank you. Subscribe the Explorer for more lessons. Have a nice day.